Everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. You man losing so fine. Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody?
What's going on, people?
Get on up in here, man. You already know what time it is. You already know it is. It's about that time, Sean. It's Monday.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is Monday. Get on up in here. Let's talk this football, y'all. You know we got an exciting day of football for you guys, man, because we had an interesting weekend of football, Sean. We had a very interesting weekend.
What a weekend. Let's go ahead. What a weekend. Let's go. 2 in a row, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy. You already know he's excited. You know, we missed last week. I know he was happy about missing last week. He gets to come in right fresh off of a win, ladies and gentlemen. Get on up in here. You already know what time it is. It is going down. It is going down, Sean. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get into this. So many things went on. So much crazy stuff happened. Like some of the stuff that I'm like, ooh. Are the
very
two
true,
great
very
quarterbacks?
True. Oh, some definite crazy moments happen in this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this week of football, man. I'm so excited. Hey, before we start, I gotta go ahead and share this bad boy.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm gonna do right now myself.
Let me get on up in here and share this thing.
Come on, people. If y'all are in here, definitely share with your people.
You already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know we can't wait to talk this beautiful game of football.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm sharing this bad boy.
Here we go. What's going on, people? You know what it is.
Let's do it. Yo, you already know what time it is. Sean, are we on Let's Talk Football Facebook?
I do not know. Let me share that right now.
I want to share it on there.
Somebody in here.
Want to watch on there? Let's go.
Oh yeah. Boom.
We getting on there, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
We see y'all. Come on in here.
Yo, I'm
you know
excited.
What's going on.
You already know what time it is.
You see what's going
on.
Already
know. I see it up. Let's talk football.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, man, you already know we're about to have a fantastic show today. Man, if you don't know, now you know, man. Let's get into this thing, Sean.
Yeah.
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yeah.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I am super excited about this week of football.
Oh, yeah.
Sean, we
so
saw
many beautiful
stud
things.
plays this week, man. We saw some interesting turnouts this week. Man, I was going for this team over in Green Bay. They let me down.
Huh? See, I said the weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. You see what's on the shirt, baby. Let's go. Washington, 2 in a row.
Oh, I'm so sick about it, man. What's up, y'all? Man, what's up, Kate? What's up,
Kate?
Right, look, Sean, we got to get into it. But, before we start the show, there's a special shout out that I have to give. It looks like this week on Saturday, the apple of my eye, the butter on my bread,
come on,
the peanut to my jelly. She turns a new age on Saturday, man. Woo. Shout out to my wife. She will be turning a beautiful, wonderful age of, no, not 21, 33, ladies and gentlemen. She will celebrate her 34th birthday.
Right.
34th birthday. Let me get that right because she got excited. 34th birthday. And I'm truly, truly happy that she's going to celebrate that birthday with me. 14 years of celebrating this birthday has been amazing. So shout out to my wife, man. Shout out to Sarah. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to a fellow Commanders fan. I know she's been
we didn't have to
enjoying
talk
something.
About that, Sean. We didn't have to talk about that, Sean. Man, let's get on to the show. I'm so excited.
Let's get it. Hey, you already know what it is. It's Monday, Janae. So if that means one thing, we know it means Overreaction Monday. And we have so many things to talk about, but we can't go any farther than to talk about the most blockbuster news of the week, of the day, of everything. Christian McCaffrey gets traded to the 49ers. Overreaction Monday, Janae. The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. What are we talking about here?
Man, I mean, I think it's a great trade. I mean, Christian McCaffrey is the man, but my only thing is I'm just a little nervous about his health. So the thing is, just 3 years ago, you could say he was a top running back, you know what I'm saying, in the whole NFL. Now it's kind of like, I'm a little worried about doing all of this, getting all this trade value and money for a guy that we just don't know if he's going to stay healthy.
Right. And look, we know they have talent. We know pairing him with Debo, Jimmy G, you got George Kittle at tight end, Brandon Ayuk. But at the same time, they got stomped yesterday.
And the thing is, I'm wondering why you would go and get a Christian McCaffrey when Debo Samuels did so good last year.
Because eventually you're going to have to pay them both.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be interesting, but it definitely did not gel yet. But we'll see what happens in the future with these two with Christian McCaffrey and how he gets over there with them. Jimmy G did a little bit of anything, but Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. They proved that that's his baby goat. You know what it is.
That was a tough first look. You know what I'm saying? Who you go against, it all matters. And I just think that was a tough first look. Hopefully by next week they'll have it together. But I find it odd that you think that you could just start somebody like the first week they get to your team. Like, don't you want them to know a little bit of the plays? What you want to get in the feel. But I guess that's just not how running backs work.
Well, and see, that's the thing, because it was like literally Friday or Saturday when this happened, and all of a sudden you playing on Sunday. So you know what I mean? It's kind of, you can't expect him to know. And they said they had a couple plays set up for him, but you can't expect him to be fully in the groove.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No question about it.
Yeah. So we shall see. We're going to go ahead and move on. And Janae, I'm going to say something. It's going to come across as bold, but actually at this point with how they've been playing, maybe not. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady need to retire. What do you think?
It is time to bring out the broom, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's time to bring out the broom. And the thing is, I don't know whether it's just something in the water, but if it's, Tom Brady is in home life, I don't know what's really going on, but it's just not gelling. I mean, throws and plays that that these guys have been so consistent, little bit of time left on the clock. This is nothing to Aaron Rodgers. Do you think that, do you think that these guys are washed up, or you think it's the teams?
Look, at the end of the day, right now, as far as Tom Brady's concerned, he's a leader of that team. All these players, the Fournettes, the Dominican Sues, the Vita Vea, all these guys came for him. Julio, all of them. They came to play with him. But now we've seen his focus is on other things. Obviously, he has to deal with the divorce, and I apologize. Never want to see you have to go through that. But then on the flip side, he wasn't even at practice this week. He was with Robert Kraft at his wedding. What?
It doesn't look good. I mean, I don't know what needs to be fixed, but it's just not gelling this year. No. I saw my last rant. You saw my last rant. Yeah. Kate, I feel you, because this is just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is. And look, it's hitting. I mean, this is the floor right here. But you lose to the Carolina Panthers, who we've talked about. They just lost CMC. They lost Robbie Anderson. Baker's not playing great. And they ran all over you with Chuba Hubbard and Dante Foreman.
What's going on? Bad.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers was bad. And the thing is, even with Aaron Rodgers, it was just like, you're not used to seeing. Oh, jeez.
Now that was beautiful. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not see, my Washington Commanders, led by Taylor Heineke, came in there, and
you were scared out of your mind that
No, I
last
was
play,
not.
though.
No, I
That
was
last. I know
Cat
you
was
were
sitting-
scared out of your mind
Yo,
because I'm like,
Cat
this is
was-
actually working.
Yo,
It's working.
Kat was sitting with me, and she was like, "Look, she's like, if they lose, oh, they deserve to lose. They deserve it because they're letting them drive all the way down." I was like, "Oh my God, Kat, please just be quiet."
The
Just
first
go.
throw, I know you were sick. The very first throw, Aaron Rodgers threw like that 30-yard. I'm like, damn.
Here we go. Right.
He's done it to us, so I just knew it was coming. But so in that aspect, do you think that shows how good that Washington plays with Heineke, or that just means that Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, they're just not going to gel this year?
Look, this is. I mean, I think it is a little of both. Look, Heineke is not better pound for pound than Carson Wentz, but there's something about him that the team rallies around. The city,
he's got a little energy to
him. Yes, he's definitely a shot in the arm. But as you guys know, when we threw the interception to you in the beginning of that game last year, we know there's certain limitations. Look, that first half, Heineke was terrible. He was not good.
It did not work. I know you were mad that whole first half. Because it just was it wasn't working.
But you know what? I was more mad at the people, like all the Washington fans that are like, Heineke, he's the savior. And I'm like, this is what he does. This is what he does. But
you can't hype it. You gotta keep it level. Good game. Let's move on next week.
You have to weather the storm because just like he's done before in the second half, he can prove that he can galvanize the team. And there's one person that is definitely playing out of his mind because of it, and that's Terry McLaurin. McLaurin
absolutely.
is pumped. He's jacked. I've never seen him so excited.
They're good together. They're good together.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm telling you this right now. Watch out for when they have him and the team kind of gels together. Our defense is playing, out of its mind. Like they only had 12 carries on the ground, but we were shutting them down on the ground. And our secondary, they're getting it together. Getting it together, but we'll see. Wait, Kyle. This is Kyle Yates saying Washington's going to take that L against Atlanta. Oh my goodness, we ain't losing to Atlanta. Get out of here.
Wow, Kyle. Wow. But
that's how we feel.
I need y'all to put y'all's point of view out there. Y'all think it's time for Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady to just wash it out and you're just done, or you just think it's a bad season? Sean, bad season or it's time?
Look, for Aaron Rodgers, I honestly think this is a bad season. He still has the talent, but as you see, he still has the talent in himself. But as you see, they don't have any receivers. Watson was out. Randall Cobb was out.
Dropping passes left and
right. You're dealing with Sammy Watkins, who hasn't been the same in a while. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with Romeo Dobbs, these rookies that they can't do it. Robert Tonyan is his best guy. Now, my problem.
But look. This is what we got to think about when you're paying for an expensive quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. You're not going to have the money for the rest of the squad.
Exactly.
So if you want to get that type of money, you're going to have to be the man when there's not a lot of wide receivers to work with. You know what I'm saying? We got wide receivers playing off the bench. So there's no excuses for anybody that are literally like, there's no really excuse. Aaron Rodgers should be able to get it over. So I agree with you. Maybe just a season. But don't look good.
Right. He's definitely on the downswing, and Brady too. They're both on a downswing. So we will see what happens. But look, every time we bet against these guys,
they always come back.
So we'll see.
Every single time, Sean. Every single time.
Oh, absolutely. Yo, let's move on real quick. And let's go to our division. And the best teams in NFC East, they reside in the NFC. The best teams in NFC reside in the NFC East. But it's not us, Janae. It's the Eagles and the Giants. Explain this to me, Janae.
Man, you got to give those teams their props, man. It's coming together. It's gelling. I do still think that they have played not the best teams. Right. They have played one of the best teams. One of them took their L. The other one, they're gonna get it on the back end. When
what happened to the other one? What happened to the other one? What happened to the other one?
When we get Dak back. Then we'll be able to take over. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, we got to give it to them. I'm looking at the NFC, and like you just said, the two teams right there, Aaron Rodgers with Green Bay and Buccaneers playing the way they are playing. This is the premiere. If you're looking for the NFC premiere right here, this is what you're looking at, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
The Rams.
It baffles me. You know, all the teams that we thought were studs, you know, you talk about the Rams, the Packers, the Buccaneers, you know, all these teams are playing poor.
Cincinnati.
And you have the New York flipping Giants. The Giants at 6-1. I can't even explain it. I know I normally do a lot of analytical and thought and logistical thought. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know what to say on this one. I'm sorry.
We can't.
The Giants have not had an easy schedule. They've been Warriors. Look, they have been battling through. They've dealt with some tough games, but then again, they've also played Carolina. You know what I mean? They've also played
not Cincinnati. Who is the other NFC team that usually right now is doing good? We're missing somebody.
No, not Dallas.
Dallas. That's not
it. That's definitely not it.
What is it? We got Bucks. San Francisco, and they're doing okay. But you're right. That's who it was. Not Cincinnati. Yeah. San Francisco. It's like the teams that you thought were going to come out hot and be like stout.
Oh yeah.
But this is what we got to look forward to. NFC East turned into the NFC Beast. Let's go.
Oh yeah. And you see one team climbing the ladder.
I see one team that's got 4 losses in a settle down.
The race is not given to the swift. Let's go.
We got to come back to reality, ladies and gentlemen.
What is this? Go Eagles. Oh, my goodness.
Kate.
What's up, Delilah?
Well, Delilah, what's up? No, but seriously. I think that the Giants and the Eagles, they are the premier of the NFC. I do not think that it's going to be an undefeated season for the Eagles. Nor do I think the Giants are going to be able to last long with just one win. But, hey, we got to give them their credit right now, halfway through. And they doing really good.
Yeah, but we will say this. Pump your brakes, Eagles fans. Y'all, this 17-0 nonsense need to go somewhere else because it ain't happening.
It's not happening.
Shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies who made it to the World Series. They will be playing the Houston Astros. Shout out to my guy, Dave.
I want the Astros to win. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm Phillies. I got Phillies.
Bryce Harper is playing for Philly. I don't want it to happen.
That's right.
That stings me.
Oh, I understand.
I'm still bitter.
Yo, they're being called the NFC Beast now, and I get it. Yeah, exactly. It's very competitive.
Let's go. Yes, the defenses, and the great thing about it is the defenses. Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles have amazing defensive that have stepped up. No, Sean. I left you out. You guys have things to work on, but you're in a good division now, Sean.
Mark my words. We're coming back. We are coming back every year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about Sean. Okay, I'm sorry. He's in that one team that's at the very bottom, but they got Heineke back.
Let's go. And we got Terry Wheel. We're ready. But look. Let's move on to a one more Overreaction Monday. Hey, we waited for a long time. Finally, the Jets have taken off. They are 5-2. Janae, is it time? Are they going back to the playoffs? What's going on?
Man, we have been saying that this could possibly happen, and I don't think nobody really believed us. But the Jets are 5-2, ladies and gentlemen. They're doing good. They are not in the bottom. They are not in the teams that are just working their way up. Mission Impossible, ladies and gentlemen. They are off the list.
They're off the list.
Man, sad face though, man. Breece Hall, man, that sucks.
He's out, and their old lineman, their second-year guy.
That just sucks because doing so good, man, and just injury, man. So we're praying for them. But shout out to the Jets, man. So Sean, do you think it's the whole package? I think it's the coaching.
I honestly, you have Salah there. You have solid coaches in, working with these guys. We have those last couple draft picks that were definitely solid. And the thing about it is, you don't have Breece Hall because of the injury, but then you have Michael Carter, who's just as good.
He came right back in. He came, never missed a beat.
And see, that's the thing. Now, they still have been getting certain victories. Like they got the victory over the Denver Broncos. We know the Broncos have been struggling this year. But, I mean, I'm telling you, we know they crushed the Dolphins. They got the victory over the Steelers. They beat the Packers convincingly a week ago. So the Jets, their defense is playing solid. Their running game is good, and they're making it so they don't Zach Wilson doesn't have to do too much. Yeah, that's the recipe for success. For sure.
I think so, Brody. I think that is the recipe for success. He is great, man. I'm on the bandwagon, man. The Jets are killing.
Oh yeah.
Sauce Gardner is the true man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
I am a fan. I am a fan.
Yeah, I am. Let's address some comments here. Will said, what are the Giants going to do at quarterback with all these wins? Winning themselves out of a draft pick. They're going to be stuck with Daniel Jones.
Hey, but the thing is, I don't think it's always been Danny Dimes. I don't think it's always been now. Danny Dimes is not great, back. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But as far as his legs, the things that he can do,
true, very
true.
I
think when they're grooving, this is what the vision that they saw. Like, he's doing good now. So I don't know. I've taken the risk on these draft picks, and when we hype them up, you know what I'm saying? We hype these draft picks, but now look at Lawrence right now, like struggling. Right. It's like, you know, you get these top tier that are coming out the draft. It's not always great, but I think if Danny Dimes can hold on to what he's doing now, I think we should be all right.
Oh yeah,
but
I believe you.
They should be all right.
For sure, they should. Sean acting like the guy in the group project that shows up on presentation day and acts like he did the whole thing. Yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
I was
his
the one.
team ain't contributing to the beast. They're still in the least.
Right. Dimes had 4 coaches in 5 years. He's doing solid with no receivers. I think he's played himself into a contract. Absolutely. I think it'll be great for them, for the Giants. We cannot overlook that he does have that downside where sometimes he cannot hold on to the ball. Him and his mobility has been has definitely been his crutch, definitely been something that's going to help him, but it's also been his downfall when he, has issues with maintaining. So we'll see what happens going into the future, but right now is doing it. And look, and this is something we don't normally get to see. Both New York teams, and matter of fact, 3 New York teams, the Bills, the Jets, and the Giants, all are doing great right now.
Yes.
That's crazy.
New York is taking over this year.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to the Jets, man. Shout out to the Jets.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being here with us. That was just a little bit of Overreaction Monday, and we appreciate that. We're gonna go and take a quick little breather and show you a little show that comes on tomorrow night called Let's Talk Football: The Round Table. Anthony Handy, Nicholas Rosario, and Delilah Crespo. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with NFL Scoreboard. Yeah, buddy. Yo, that is Let's Talk Football, the Round Table, Tuesday nights at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Nicholas Rosario, Delilah Crespo, and Anthony Handy.
Let's go, Round Table. Let's go.
Oh yeah. And that's loads of fun. They talk about the NFL, and we're gonna go into that too with the NFL Scoreboard Week 7, and starting with that Thursday game, Arizona beating New Orleans in a shootout. Andy Dalton played his butt off in this game.
Absolutely. Andy Dalton. 4 touchdowns, Sean.
Yeah. 4 of them jokers.
4 touchdowns. He did all he could do, but at the end of the day, Arizona came back in the second half.
They did.
That defense, back-to-back, right?
Yeah, back-to-back. And see, that's the other side of it. So Andy Dalton did great with the 4 touchdowns, but they also threw 3 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes. And then it made you kind of look at Andy like, oh, what?
It gave it all away. At first, you're all hype. Go, right. Andy Dalton. And then it just turned around, and it turned around fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and it shows how high you can be at times and how far you can drop.
Absolutely.
But I think a lot of what people took away from this game outside of the score, Kyler Murray comes off to the sidelines, and you just see him just going at Cliff Kingsbury and just yelling at him.
Calm the F down.
Right. So what? I mean, is there trouble in Arizona? I mean, I know they won.
I think something was said over that loudspeaker. Well, let's talk about it. Kyler Murray in that instance, I think it was about I think it was the play clock. Play clock was winding down or something. They had to get pushed back. I think the coach was getting pissed about it, and may have said something over the speaker to him. But those things are said in the ear. You don't need to know what's going on the outside, and for you to come over and say, calm the F down. And
right.
You're showing that you don't have no respect.
Yeah, and look, this has been a pattern. We've seen in the off season when he wasn't getting his money or wasn't getting his way, he gonna delete them all, Arizona, off his Instagram and all this little childish type stuff. And we've seen with his contract, they wrote in like they has to do this many hours of film study and this, so they're kind of treating it like a parent-child relationship, and that's kind of what it's looking like. He's like an angry toddler. Shout out to Anthony Handy, he always says that. He's like an angry toddler that's wah wah wah. You know, it looks rough. It looks rough.
Yeah, but like they were saying on Undisputed, you know, in those kind of battles when it's a quarterback and a quarterback and a coach, the coach usually loses in this round because you paid Kyler Murray, so the money's already going to him.
Exactly.
So whatever needs to happen for that relationship to get fixed needs to happen, but you still don't be disrespectful, man. You can say what you need to say without cussing and all that other stuff. I mean,
right.
If I got respect for somebody, I'm pretty sure that he was not on the phone. I mean, on the speaker saying any cuss words or anything like that. Right. Now I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, you be respectful to your coach.
Exactly.
There's no way that you're gonna cuss at me and the next day you think you're gonna listen to me with plays and
right. It's not going to work. And that's why I think there might be some issues in Arizona. So we'll see. I mean, a win obviously disguises a lot of these things, but we'll see as it comes down. Moving right along, Baltimore gets the W, squeaks past Cleveland 23-20. Barely. Cleveland misses a kick late in the game that would have tied it up. So, let me ask you this, Janae. We know Lamar didn't get his money yet. A lot of people, I've been looking at his games, man. He kind of looks like he's kind of halfway. Like he can get it. He'll dominate at certain times, but then sometimes it's just kind of like,
But think about it, Sean. I mean, the only person you got to go is Andrews, and like the wide receivers.
He didn't even catch a pass yesterday.
Wide receivers ain't doing that great. You saw they use him as a quarterback though. Shout out to the tight end. The tight end day, man. Tight end day was absolutely awesome.
Yep.
They used Andrews as a quarterback yesterday. I thought that was highly entertaining. But the fact that Lamar's got to do a majority of it on his own, it's hard. And I think that he should still get paid, man. He's still doing the best that he can.
Yeah.
You know, his top tier running back is hurt. Dobbins is hurt. I mean, it's just. I don't know. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, man. But they won. They won it just like that. They won.
They got the W, and they can do that. Like Lamar only, he had just under 60 yards rushing, and like you said, they don't have Dobbins, but they have Gus Edwards. He got 66 on the ground. But honestly, this game really, I think we need to talk about the other side. Jacoby Brissett. We all know what Cleveland did this offseason, getting Deshaun Watson, and that's been the whole story.
I think Jacoby ain't playing too bad, though.
Thank you. I think he's playing himself into a job somewhere in this league, and he was ready. He was right there in this game all the way through. You know what I mean? Gave them an opportunity to win the game late, but the kicker missed the kick. So
absolutely.
Hey, big win from Baltimore and Cleveland. 2-5. We got a list for you a little bit later. Just saying.
Who?
Since a certain team came off the list.
Did they come off? We have not
Back-to-back
confirmed or denied.
Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins. Let's go. Now let us win 3 in a row.
You didn't get back-to-back wins. You lost last week.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. 2 out of 3 weeks.
They got one win, ladies and gentlemen, and now he off the. we'll get to that, ladies and gentlemen. Sean, this is what I got to deal with, man.
Yeah,
this is what I got.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it. We're going.
Making up their wins now. We got 2 wins in a row. When did you get 2 wins in a row? Let's move on to the next one.
We beat the Bears. We beat the Bears and the Packers. That's what I thought. We beat the Bears on Thursday night, and then we beat the Packers back to back. Don't start with me today. I knew what he got. These Cowboys fans try to get your head, ladies and gentlemen. Stay sharp. Stay sharp. Yo, let's move on. You talked about this team. Cincinnati strikes early and often, and they crushed the Falcons 35-17. Are the Bengals back?
Sean, I'm not gonna say they're back because I would love for them to be back because I love me some what Kate would say, smoky smooth. I do like him. I do like him a lot. They played a hell of a game. Jamar Chase, 2 touchdowns. I mean, they just balled out yesterday. They balled out. But I'm not willing to say they back yet. I mean, you play the Falcons. I'm sorry, Anthony.
Thank you. The Falcons. Look, we know Joe Burrow had a one of those career days, 481 yards, 3 touchdowns. Boyd and Chase both had over 120 yards. So, like, that offense was out of this world. Atlanta. We know how you don't have Cordero Patterson at running back. Mariota is just kind of pedestrian, only 124 yards. Do they need to they say they want the South, but they're not showing me anything right now.
Yeah. Not yet. I mean, I do think that they balled out. But the thing is, the Falcons, on the other hand, I just don't think they're utilizing London Drake enough. I think London Drake should be
Drake London.
Drake London.
Yeah,
I think he should be balling out way more than he is right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He had 1 catch in this game.
That's it.
1 catch in this game. And another person, same scenario, Kyle Pitts. Last year, he was that big-time tight end that they drafted. They went up and they picked him early. And what has he done? 3 catches for 9 yards. So, look, Mariota, maybe it's time for you to bring in Desmond Ridder, bring in the backup. Maybe he can do something because what's going on right now is not looking good. We'll see. Moving right along to the part that Janae's been waiting for. We know it. Her boy is back, and she's so excited. Dak is back, and so is that defense. Cowboys win again. Oh.
Dacky boy. My Dacky boy is back, and he didn't do that much, and I'm okay with it.
You did miss it, Jared.
No, you did not, Jared. You're right on time, my brother. That's how my brother do it. Just as soon as I say something, he get right in on the point. Man, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys had Dak back. He didn't do much, and I'm okay with not doing much. You know what he didn't do, Sean? He didn't give the ball to the other team.
Oh, my goodness.
And I am okay with that. Coming back from a hand injury, a throwing hand injury, surgery 6 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad. And it gave him a little touchdown, too, at the end to top it off with a little cherry on top. They let my boy get a 2-yard touchdown, and I'm proud of that 2 yards. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. To highlight the team, our defense, man, as long as they wake up.
There it is.
They wake up. We are unstoppable, man. As you see in the second half, he was giving us the ball, feeding it to us. Did you see Sam Williams?
Come on now.
Come on. All I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, is that my defense is back. And Detroit was so damn close to the touchdown line, they could have touched it and gave us a nice little fumble. And it was just beautiful. It just turnover after turnover. It was just beautiful thing. Now, Sean, we are talking about the Lions here, but the Lions have been in every game that they have played.
Yes.
They have been in. And I know you don't want to give them no credit because it's the Lions, but they have played all these games. They have been in every single one. And Sean, we held them to a measly 6 points.
You did. We couldn't do that. So kudos to you. Jared, you said, can we stop?
Thank you, Jared. Can we stop the we don't need Zeke talk? Come on, man. That man is a powerhouse. And you see how small he's gotten? He looks good.
Oh, yeah. Now
he looks good.
Like he said, now I'm going to bring this up. He had just over 50 yards, but he had those 2 touchdowns. But now Pollard had 83 on the ground. I mean, is there cause for concern?
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going with a duo. But the thing is there's different type of running back. Yes, we need Pollard for running. He's fast. He's got the moves, whatever. But we need a smack mouth. And a smack mouth is Ezekiel Elliott. He's not afraid to pass block. He's not afraid to do anything for the team to be able to make sure that Dak gets enough time. We need players like that and to punch through the line. That's a Zeke. That's a Zeke.
Oh yeah. Well, look,
beautiful situation. I am happy with my boys. We do have the Bears next, which if Washington can beat them 12-7, then we could definitely demolish them. So I'm glad we got these two back to back, so my boy Dak can ease his way back on in. It's a beautiful situation sitting at 5-2. But don't worry, those two top teams in the NFC got something to look forward to, because once my team gets healthy and turning, I'm gonna get Sean confessing some things on this show.
Look, football. Once my team gets growing. Moving on to a team that we almost beat. Derrick Henry and Tennessee run all over the Colts in a 19-10 victory. Derrick Henry has over 120 yards on the ground.
The Colts couldn't get nothing going.
Yeah. And did you hear what just happened? Matt Ryan was benched for the backup, Sam Ehlinger.
Benched.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad, though. It was bad.
We need a trade this week. De'Ami Brown for Carolina, Claypool for Pitts, or Mims for the Jets. You ain't getting De'Ami. I'm going to tell you that right now out of Washington. Claypool, that would be a solid pickup for Dak.
John, why do you have to do stuff like this? You just want to see some turmoil. But let's get back to Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Tennessee, are we thinking that they're going to be the contenders that they have been? They do got Derrick Henry. He did churn, but the Colts are just bad.
Right, and that's the problem. The Colts only put up 10 points. Jonathan Taylor only had 50 yards on the ground, so they're not getting it done. And who do they play next? Washington. Let's go.
Derrick Henry run all over that D.
Oh, get out of here. But look, but honestly, just like you said, I don't really think there's anything that Tennessee was doing that really blew them out of the water. Outside of the Derrick Henry running the ball, I think, honestly, Tennessee was pretty mediocre with their passing and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They really don't have a deep threat anymore now that A.J. Brown's gone. So I think this is more that the Colts are just
This was a winnable game with the Colts. The Colts could have won this game.
Right. So, look, he said, you got to be Lamar Jackson to play behind the Colts O-line. Oh, yeah. Their O-line is struggling, man. I don't know what to say. And the fact that Frank Reich has already benched Matt Ryan this early in the season,
it's crazy to me.
They might be tanking right now. I don't know. And while Wentz, I know he's looking over there I'm getting paid. I might be hurt, but I'm good. We win.
Yeah, Wentz is enjoying that check weekly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Tennessee getting the W. I still don't know. I think, in my opinion, I think they are 100% run. They're one-dimensional. You stop Henry, I think you can stop that team.
Is that what your game plan is for this week?
That is. Oh, we played them. We played the Colts.
Okay, the Colts. You guys got the Colts.
Oh yeah. And we almost beat the Titans. Let's be clear. Almost.
Oh, the same thing. I want Matt Ryan to play so he can beat y'all.
No, look, you bring Matt Ryan, bring Sam Ehlinger, bring whoever you want to bring, okay? Because we're getting that third victory in a row.
Okay, baby. Okay, I see you out here. I'll be hitting you up for it too.
Oh yeah, you better. We said Matt Ryan is the last dying breed. Yeah, and end of pocket QB. Yeah, absolutely.
Literally.
Hey, after he had his best years in Atlanta, and I think
he can't run. He can't run.
Can't do it. He can't do it like he used to. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, that was the NFL scoreboard. So we are going to go ahead and move on. But before we do, we want to give you a quick little breather, tell you about a Thursday show. Let's Talk Football NFC South. Andrew Faubert, Kyle Gacy, and the newest member of the Let's Talk Football community, Nicole Klychat. Yeah, buddy. So, stay tuned. Check this out. We'll be right back.
Let's go. go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So that was Let's Talk Football, NFC South takeover. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I understand for the Panthers, you saw me. Yes, that is because I am moonlighting as a Panthers fan. I am still Washington through and through, but I'm helping my guy Kyle out. So I am just being a Panthers fan.
Oh, he's trying to put that out there. He's trying to put that out there. He likes the Panthers too, y'all. And he was on the verge of leaving Washington.
Right.
He's getting ready to have a divorce for the Panthers.
But both of my teams got victories this week. Let's go. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving close towards the end of the show, but we have a couple more segments for you. And one of them, we have to talk about the teams that aren't doing so well. My team used to be on this list, but I feel like we petitioned to get ourselves off of this list. What list am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Mission Impossible. Yeah, buddy. Mission Impossible.
Sean, I'm trying to figure out how you in the top of the 20s in a 32 team and you not in Mission Impossible.
Listen, we won 2 of the last 3 games. I told you this. We're not on this list anymore. All right,
okay.
We moved on.
Okay, all right. So if you lose again, are you back in?
They will be back. They will probably be back on that list. Yes.
What's good, man? What's good? All right, Sean, let's get into this Mission Impossible list. We gotta talk about it.
Oh, yeah, we do. We got to start with one of the most talked about teams in the offseason. We saw there's a blockbuster trade to get Russell Wilson to Denver, but after 7 games, 2-5, and he didn't even play this week. Yeah.
It doesn't quite look good without him. The good news is it doesn't quite look good without him. But is he hurt, Sean? Is he hurt?
He's hurt. He's got a hamstring issue, and I believe it's a foot issue as well. So he's going to be out at least for this game. Yeah, look, it like you said, doesn't look good with him. Don't really look good without him. I don't really know what to tell you with this team. I was one saying they had all these wide receivers. They had great tight ends, this and that. Well, now Javonte Williams is going down for the season. Melvin Gordon obviously is most likely might be out of there. They might just need to plan for next year. Like,
man, I think that should be the plan. I think they need to try to just rest our boy, get the good draft pick or whatever you can get out of this season, and because it's not gelling. It's definitely not gelling. But you paid Russ; he's gonna get money for a couple years, so you ain't got no choice but to ride with him. But yeah, he got to be healthy. He wasn't looking good. Maybe that was the behind the scenes problem this whole time, as he wasn't healthy. But it just he doesn't look good.
Yeah, and it looks rough. So I'm trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. And,
how you got Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton? How you have all these players and it's just
so many weapons. And it's just not working out. So maybe it's Russ, man. Maybe, he wasn't the issue, because if you look at the other side of the problem, Seattle's is doing great.
Absolutely.
They're
Seattle
4-3.
is not having a problem right now. I just Russ, I want you to do good, man. I'm not going to give up on you. In Russ, I do trust. But 2-5 it's a long way to dig out. Yeah,
Russ, my opinion, go back home, go to Sierra. Let her go cook with her, bro, because it ain't happening. Not Denver.
Man, oh man, it's sad. It is sad.
It is. You're right. But look, we got to move on. Jacksonville, the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. They got a new coach. They got ETN back, but same result.
Just can't get over the hump, Sean. They can't get over the hump, and they almost had it. What a way to lose, Sean. Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
What a way to lose that
into the Giants.
It was literally like within a half a yard of the end zone.
They could.
The last play, it literally almost was a touchdown. To lose like that. They just can't get over the hump. They're always in it, Sean. They are always in it.
They can't get it done. I mean, I talked about this to somebody else about teams potentially being cursed. The Jets are one of those that maybe Jacksonville might be on that list. I don't know. I mean, they this close to getting the job done, and they've been close.
Ball, God, I wish we had that clip, ladies and gentlemen. He caught the ball literally right before the end zone, and I'm just like, look, Trevor Lawrence is bumming. I don't think it's that bad. I just think that I don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
Bang, bang. That's almost as bad as falling short by 13 seconds. Wow.
I think that's a dig.
Wow.
I think that's a dig.
That
was a dagger right there.
That didn't feel good. Okay. Bang, bang. Okay. Yo, but look, hopefully they can turn it around. I mean, they have healthy guys. They have the players. They have a defense that's pretty decent. So I don't know what's going on, but we will definitely see. We'll definitely see. And look, staying right in that division, Houston 1-4-1. They just lost to Las Vegas, who was struggling. They were on this list. They lost them 38-20. Is there hope for Houston? I mean, at least Jacksonville, you said
there is no hope for Houston. There is no, I'm going to say it right now. You have heard it first. They should definitely be playing for a playoff spot.
Yep.
I mean, a draft spot, man. It's just bad. It's bad.
Yeah. They need to be just fighting for that number one pick because I honestly, I mean, they have been a dumpster fire since J.J. Watt left, since Deshaun Watson, D-Hop. All this stuff has been going on. They've just been a franchise that's just been in turmoil. So hopefully eventually they can get it back together. You know, they have Lovie Smith over there, but it's not looking good. It's just
not this year, man. Good. They can go ahead and call it a wash this year.
There it is.
And with the number 2 pick, that's exactly it, Jared. And with the number 2 pick, Houston Texans for sure. Yeah. Or number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
And but does it say that the Raiders are good?
No,
because the Raiders have been slacking too.
Yeah, they with us. We're petitioning to get out of this list. So the Raiders are right there. So don't
you're right.
You know, on one of the most surprising teams on this list, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lose again at 2-5. This time they lose to the Dolphins 16-10. Oh.
Probably one of the best end zone interceptions ever.
Yeah.
Like the way his twinkle toes.
Boop, boop, tap. Right.
Boop, boop. Man, that was, if you guys didn't see the ending of that Dolphins-Pittsburgh game, the interception at the very end of the game where we possibly were like second guessing it. We're like, nah, I don't think he got his feet in. I don't think he got both feet in.
Both.
Beautiful interception. Man, so what does that say, Sean? Do you think Pickett is their man? Like, you know, I know we get gung-ho over the homers. Do we think Pickett is going to be their guy? Or look, they were in the game. They could have almost won.
Well, that's the thing. Look, at the end of the day, you just have to – he has to be your guy. What, are you going to go back to Mitchell Trubisky? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, Pickett is the leader. Go with him. He's gonna struggle, but he's seen, like, just like Heineke, Pickett, he galvanizes that team. That team follows him. You know what I mean? So you can't go back to Mitchell Trubisky. And look, to be honest, Mitchell Trubisky was just a stopgap anyway. He wasn't the future. He wasn't the heir apparent.
Sean, was it all Mitchell Trubisky's fault? Now that we're looking at all this, was it all Mitch Trubisky?
No, it wasn't all Mitchell Trubisky. And I hope people don't think that it was. Now, he did have some issues with some of the receivers, but that O-line is struggling. Najee, look, he's looking like he's got some wear and tear on his body. You know what I mean? The receivers ain't catching balls. You know, the offensive coordinator, everybody in Pittsburgh hates him. So it definitely wasn't just Mr. Trubisky, but he's the one who takes the blame. He's the quarterback.
Absolutely. That's what happened.
Yeah. They'll follow him to the dumpster.
But the thing is, you knew Pickett was going to come. Shame, too, because Pickett played a good game aside from the picks. He played somewhat seasoned vet from somewhat I was able to see.
Yeah. I mean, he did decent, but at the end of the day, look, he still only put up 10 points. You know what I mean? Like, so how much can we really give him the credit for it? That defense was still solid. I think everybody was looking actually on the other side to see what Tua was doing.
Man, surprisingly, Tua didn't do bad, man. Tua did not do bad. But I know that everybody was nervous about him running and all that stuff. Like,
right? Do you see him when he ran into the one dude?
Like he was like, "I'm ready to get in there. I'm ready to win this game."
He ran into the one dude head first. I was like, "Oh, watch out! Wait, time out!" So
everybody was nervous.
Right. So we shall see. And one more on the Mission Impossible list. Tonight's game, the Bears at 2-4 play the Patriots at 3-3. Both teams are struggling. Who do you think is gonna win this one today?
I'm calling the Patriots, man. I think the Patriots are starting to get in a little groove.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Patriots on this one. I feel bad because I want Fields to do good. I want Fields to, I want him to. It's just not working. It's just not working. But if they can win this game, it'll be just like Washington. Have so much faith that they can actually turn it around. But I think that this will definitely be a statement game because I actually think that the Patriots are getting better. I think the Patriots are like getting their recipe for a good meal, and I think that the Bears, if they can do it, the way the Patriots defense is kind of pulling it together, I think this will actually be a great game.
Yeah, definitely. Look, so on Sunday I called the Bears to win this one, but the more that I look at this game, and I'm just like, the Patriots, you got those guys back. Like Mac is back in this one. They're playing in New England. I just don't think the Bears can get it done. Justin Fields just hasn't proved anything. You saw what he did to me, did to Washington last week, barely getting 7 points, and he did good towards the end, but he is just, it is not looking good on that offense. So
it's not looking good at all.
And the Patriots, I got the Patriots, and it's not that by much, but I got the Patriots winning this one. So yeah, buddy. So
I'm with the Patriots. What'd you call them the score?
I got Patriots winning it 17-14.
Okay. 17-14. That's not bad.
Keeping it short, keeping it small.
Yeah, I was going to say 17-14 or 17-13. One of those.
Yep. Yeah. So, hold up. It said Monday Night Football is like McDonald's commercials. It's Mac
man,
tonight.
I've been hating Monday Night Football, man. It's been horrible.
Come on now. And those Thursday night games, they've been terrible. You know what I mean? Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close to the end of the show. We appreciate you sticking with us tonight. Definitely want you to stay tuned. Let's talk. One of these shows in the Let's Talk Football community this week in Georgia football with our guy Anthony Handy and Colin P from the DMV will be going on a little bit later, right after we get off here. So definitely tune into what they got going on. They're going to dive into Georgia football, playing the University of Florida and the largest cocktail party that coming up this weekend. So definitely tune into what they got. Good stuff, man.
Let's go.
We are getting down to the end of our show, and we're going to a segment that we know you guys love, and we do too.
That make me crazy. Let's get it. Let's get it. Does that make me crazy? Sean, they definitely think we're crazy week by week, but I think that we have really good sound mind, man. I think we really do have a good sound mind. But, if you're not aware of what we do for this segment, me and Sean have some thoughts in our mind that makes us perfectly normal people. But for some reason, people keep thinking that we're crazy. So, Sean, what is your first does that make me crazy?
This team has been struggling for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, a long time. The last time that they were really, really relevant and in the Super Bowl, they had a man by the name of Broadway Joe saying, "I guarantee a victory." They've dealt with some rough years, ladies and gentlemen, including a butt fumble and a coach named Rex. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The New York Jets' days of futility are over. Ladies and gentlemen, does that make me crazy? The New York Jets will make it to the playoffs.
That make me crazy. That is totally not crazy, Sean. I think that's a very good one. I'm shocked that you had the courage to say it, but I do think that is a great one. Oh yeah, man. My heart just jumped a little bit. Shout out to the Jets. Jets, Jets. All right, man. Let me go ahead and break mine down. There is a team who's really been struggling. And I don't think that the pedal is going to let off. I think they're going to continue down the struggle bus to the end of the season. I am predicting that the Houston Texans will only have 3 games that they win all season long. Does that make me crazy? That make me crazy. 3 games. I'm giving, and it may be less than that, but I'm going to say they may win 3 games.
That's rough. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stay away from my team this week. We got enough things going on. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm a little superstitious, but I am gonna go to another team. And ladies and gentlemen, they just made a blockbuster move. They just traded for something is one of the best running backs in the league right now. The San Francisco 49ers made it all the way to the championship a year ago, but this time under Jimmy G, Shanahan, C-Mac, and the boys, the San Francisco 49ers, they're going to the Super Bowl. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
They got a dream team.
Insane.
Dream team.
You are insane. You are dreaming.
Dream team.
Of you. You're dreaming.
Let's go.
Sean, I can't believe you even said that. But you know what?
Let's go.
I got one that they may think I'm crazy about, but I am absolutely serious. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 teams. 2 teams that have dominated the league in the last 2 years. 2 teams that have just have been the epitome of top tier.
Come on now.
But these 2 teams this year are struggling.
Yes.
Struggling on the struggle bus. Another team that's on the struggle bus. Not as bad as the first team I talked about, but these 2 teams are pretty daggone bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I have the goal to say it because I honestly feel that it's going to happen. The Green Bay Packers and the Buccaneers will not make the playoffs. Does that make me crazy? That make me crazy. I said it,
Sean. You said it. You said it. I didn't think you were going to do it.
I am going to say it, and I'm going to say it proud.
Wow.
They're not going to make it.
It's not going to happen. I believe it. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I believe it. I didn't think you were going to say it, but I believe it.
I'm saying it. I'm saying it loud and proud.
Let's go. We feel for any of you Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady fans, but they will be sitting at home with somebody else's team. Look, with somebody else's team.
Yeah, yours.
No.
Yours.
You see what's happening. Hail, baby. Let's go. Yo, we have to come and close the show, but before we do, we go to the longest running segment on Let's Talk Football, the Down and Dirty.
Down and dirty, baby. Well, me and Sean get to tell you just something that's on our hearts, man. You never know what we're going to talk about. It could be about football. It could be about our day. It could be about life. But whatever we're saying is from the heart, and we hope that you appreciate and you cherish the words that we're saying as well. All right, Sean, what you got for our Down and Dirty?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, words are very important. I know you've all heard the phrase, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. That is a lie. That is a straight up lie. Words can be very, very hurtful, and they can really take a toll on some people. You know, you've heard of verbal abuse. A lot of times, I remember when I was growing up, that my dad would act like that's nothing. What is that? That's a serious thing. People can seriously use words to really demean and bring down a person. And sometimes it's our words that we say that we don't even know we're saying it. Sometimes we're so accustomed to acting a certain way or saying things a certain way, or so we take for granted that, people are there for us. So we don't take the time even to say some words like I love you, or I miss you, or I need you, or I'm sorry. So let me take this moment right here to say, Catherine, I'm sorry. I may have chose some words that were not the best, and I apologize. And I know this is not forgiveness. You're going to let me have it for a while, but I love you dearly. I could not do any of this without you. So I love you, and I apologize for my poor choice of words. Words can hurt, ladies and gentlemen. And when you have platforms like this, you can take your opportunity to say you're sorry. So there it is, man. Be careful with what you say, baby. Let's go.
Man, that was beautiful, Sean. Forgive him, Cat. I don't know what he did, but forgive him. Forgive my man. That was a beautiful apology, man. Man, that was beautiful. Because you're right. words do hurt. Words can affect people, and you never know what your words can do to somebody. So I appreciate you for bringing that into the light, man. For my down and dirty, I just want to say that we got to give people their roses while they're still alive.
Yep.
You got to make sure that you tell people that you love them while they're still here. Tell people that you care about them while they're still here. Appreciate the person while they're still here.
Yep.
Man, I've been seeing all over my Facebook. People are dying, guys. There's people that you think are young, and in your mind, being young is impossible to die. But there are people who are not making it to tomorrow, and in your mind, you think that there's nothing wrong with them, and in your mind, you think that everything is hunky dory. But you never know what tomorrow will bring. So my big thing is for all of us to make sure that you give people their roses while they can smell them now. You know, you never know when somebody's hour is coming. So if you have that inkling in your spirit to hit them up and say, "Oh, you know, how are you doing?" It makes me sad that, you know, the most times that you get together with family or friends is at funerals. Like, you know, when you're burying somebody, and there needs to be more, you know, get-togethers. There needs to be more celebrating love and happiness and just being here. There should be more reunions of things coming together. It's just sad that we can only get together during a sad time. So my thing for everybody, including myself, is to reach out to people, check on how they're doing. Make sure that if somebody is really important in your life, you show them now. Tell them how important they are. Tell them that you love them and that you care about them. Because I promise you, those are the things that you're going to think about when that person isn't there anymore. How much you really love them and you really cared about them. But the sad part is we go so fast in life that we don't realize how taking that simple moment to tell somebody that you love them or tell somebody that you appreciate what they do. You never know, you know, what can happen tomorrow. And you don't want to have that on your conscience to where, oh man, I thought about so-and-so, but I didn't reach out to him. Oh man, you know, that person came to my mind 2 weeks ago and something happens to him. And that there was a reason why you were supposed to talk to them that day. But you know what? We got to change it now. From now on, ladies and gentlemen, tell people that you love them. Tell people that you care about them. Tell people you appreciate them, because I'm telling you, tomorrow is not promised, and you don't want none of that on your heart now. So if you love me, tell me you love me. If you love my boy, tell me I love you too, Brody. If you love my boy, tell him. You know, tell the people that you love them today. Tomorrow is not promised, man.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Let's get it.
You already know, man. You already know.
They put me in the right spirit, man. I like that.
Absolutely, baby.
So look, ladies and gentlemen, this is Let's Talk Football. You already know what it is. We are so glad that you were able to sit here and enjoy the show and be with us for the day. We shout all of you out. Check out all the different shows. We're going to play that before we get out of here. Real quick, a show update. Let's talk, or again, I said it again. This week in Georgia football will not be airing tonight. They're going to be going right after the roundtable tomorrow night. They have a special guest coming on that's a Florida fan that's going to talk some Florida football. And right before that game, the world's largest cocktail party, Georgia versus Florida and Jacksonville. So shout out to them. Check them out. It'll be I'm sorry. I'm messaging him trying to get this whole thing set up right now. So, shout out to them. Check them out on this clip that we're about to play. It is the last video up there this week in Georgia football. So,
let's go.
Janae, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. You know, I love you.
I love you more, man. I love you more, man. I'll see you next week, my brother.
Oh, yeah. Let's
all right. You already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. We'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man looking so fine. Kirk Cousins. Woo!
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is